What makes this rivalry with Swoopes so compelling is the generational clash it represents. Swoopes recently made comments that many interpreted as a subtle jab at Clark, questioning whether her flashy style is beneficial for the game. It's a cultural clash between two eras. Swoopes represents the pioneers who fought to establish the WNBA and pave the way for players like Clark. She embodies hard work, grit, and humility. Meanwhile, Clark symbolizes the new wave, players who embrace the spotlight, leverage social media, and bring a level of entertainment that transcends the game itself. In a post-game press conference, she responded confidently, "I've got nothing but respect for Cheryl and what she did for the game. But let's be real, this is a new era. Fans don't come to see fundamentals, they come to see the game evolve, and I'm here to evolve it." Social media exploded as fans took sides, with some defending Swoopes' old-school mentality and others rallying behind Clark's modern, electrifying approach. The debate quickly turned into a full-blown rivalry, even though these two have never shared the court. Let's break down the numbers. After the final buzzer, Reeve's frustration boiled over in her post-game press conference. "We tried everything. She's an incredible talent, but we need to be better." Meanwhile, Clark declared, "They can keep trying to stop me, but I'm not going anywhere. This is my time." This rivalry has become personal with higher stakes than ever. So is this the moment Caitlin Clark ends Sheryl Reeve's reign for good? Or does the veteran coach have one last trick up her sleeve to remind everyone why she is one of the greatest minds in WNBA history? In her first matchup against Reeve's Lynx, Clark scored 35 points, recorded 10 assists, and grabbed 7 rebounds, showcasing her talent against a defense that Reeve is known for 13. After that game, Reeve expressed frustration, stating, "We knew what she was capable of, and we still couldn't stop her. That's on us." This frustration reflects a growing narrative that Clark represents a changing of the guard in the WNBA. 29.4 points per game, league leading. 9.2 assists per game, multiple triple-doubles. Meanwhile, the Lynx have struggled with injuries and inconsistency this season. Critics are starting to question whether Reeve's old-school approach is losing effectiveness in a rapidly evolving league. At its core, this rivalry transcends basketball. It represents a clash of philosophies. Reeve symbolizes disciplined, defense-first basketball that values execution over flash. In contrast, Clark embodies high-scoring, fast-paced play that thrives on creativity and individual talent. Their most recent matchup was one for the ages. The Lynx entered with a clear plan: stop Clark at all costs. They employed double teams and physical play against her. However, Clark responded with an outstanding performance. Caitlin Clark isn't just the WNBA's hottest young star. She's rewriting the rules of the game. But Sheryl Reeve, a 4-time WNBA champion coach, isn't going down quietly. Their rivalry has turned into a heated chess match, with Reeve questioning Clark's style and Clark silencing critics with her performance. Now the tension has reached a boiling point. Is this the moment Caitlin Clark ends Reeve's reign for good? You're about to find out. Let's break down the numbers. Sheryl Swoopes' career scoring average, 15.0 points per game. 4 WNBA titles, 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Caitlin Clark, Rookie Year. Scoring average, 27.8 points per game. 8.9 assists per game. Multiple 50-point games. Clark's offensive output is already impressive, but critics argue that her defense doesn't compare to Swoopes' lockdown ability. However, Clark's fans contend that the modern game prioritizes offensive versatility, and Clark embodies that as an ultimate weapon. This rivalry isn't just about basketball, it's a cultural clash between two eras. Swoopes represents the pioneers who fought to establish the WNBA and pave the way for players like Clark. She embodies hard work, grit, and humility. Sheryl Reeve has long been one of the WNBA's most respected figures. As head coach of the Minnesota Lynx, she has built a dynasty, winning 4 championships and earning Coach of the Year honors 4 times: 2011, 2016, 2020, 2024. Reeve is known for her no-nonsense approach, defensive schemes, and ability to get the best out of her players. Recently, she was named both WNBA Coach of the Year and Basketball Executive of the Year for 2024 after leading the Lynx to a franchise record 30 wins in a season 26. However, this season, her dominance has been challenged by the rise of Caitlin Clark. Reeve's teams have always excelled at shutting down opposing players, but Clark's ability to score from anywhere on the court has disrupted Reeve's defensive strategies. From the moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto the WNBA stage, she became a household name. The tension between Clark and Swoopes reached a boiling point when both were announced as keynote speakers for an upcoming WNBA Legends and Rising Stars event. Insiders claim that both women are preparing to address the controversy head-on during the panel discussion. Leaked reports suggest that Clark plans to highlight her contributions to growing the league's viewership and engagement, while Swoopes will defend the importance of respecting the game's roots. Fans are already speculating that this could turn into one of the most heated public debates in WNBA history. For Clark, this isn't just about proving her worth. It's about cementing her place as the future face of women's basketball. Every record she breaks and every highlight she creates chips away at the pedestal Swoopes has stood on for decades. For Swoopes, this is about legacy. She has already seen some of her records fall, and Clark is on pace to take even more. But the real battle is over respect. Swoopes has hinted that she feels the new generation doesn't fully appreciate what players like her sacrifice to build the league. So where does this all lead? Will Caitlin Clark's dominance completely overshadow Sheryl Swoopes' legacy? Or will the basketball icon find a way to remind everyone why she remains a standard for greatness? Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA with a storm of hype, and she has lived up to every bit of it. But Clark isn't just chasing records, she's redefining what it means to be a superstar in this league. Clark's rookie season was nothing short of spectacular. From breaking scoring records to becoming a viral sensation for her no-look passes and half-court shots, she's a marketing dream and a nightmare for her opponents. The WNBA has never seen a player quite like her, and fans can't get enough. What makes this rivalry with Swoopes so compelling is the generational clash it represents. Swoopes recently made comments that many interpreted as a subtle jab at Clark, questioning whether her flashy style is beneficial for the game. This rivalry has become personal with higher stakes than ever. For Reeve, it's about proving that her system still works in an evolving league. For Clark, it's about solidifying her status as the face of the WNBA. Rumors are swirling that their next matchup could impact playoff positioning significantly. Beyond their personal rivalry, this battle highlights a larger shift in the WNBA landscape. Players like Clark are bringing unprecedented attention and viewership to the league. Three-time WNBA MVP, four-time champion, and one of the original faces of the league, Swoopes set a standard of excellence that seemed untouchable. Her defensive tenacity, leadership, and ability to dominate on both ends of the court made her a living legend. For years, no one came close to threatening her legacy until now. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA with a storm of hype, and she has lived up to every bit of it. But Clark isn't just chasing records, she's redefining what it means to be a superstar in this league. Clark's rookie season was nothing short of spectacular. However, traditionalists worry that an emphasis on individual stars may overshadow team-oriented play. As one of the league's longest-tenured coaches, Reeve has become synonymous with this resistance to change. Yet Clark's ability to dominate while involving teammates challenges that narrative. So is this the moment Caitlin Clark ends Sheryl Reeve's reign for good? Or does the veteran coach have one last trick up her sleeve to remind everyone why she is one of the greatest minds in WNBA history? Caitlin Clark isn't just rewriting the WNBA's record books. She's redefining the very foundation built by icons like Sheryl Swoopes. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about stats or accolades. This is personal. With every clutch three-pointer and every jaw-dropping assist, Clark is making her mark on the legacy of a Hall of Famer. The battle brewing between these two basketball titans is about to explode.